welcome back. Last time we had a quick session on a cash transfer and the effect of a cash transfer on work effort. Now in this clip we're actually looking at another exam related question. You can get this question anytime in the exam, and we place this online so that we can get some response from you. Now, what we asked was, what is the effect of a personal income tax on labor supply, meaning also work effort? What is the immediate effect going to be? But you must use the income effect and the substitution effect. Now, another way that we can ask the question is, you don't need to use the diagram, but in this case, you have to use the diagram. If we ask you not to use the diagram, you can just describe what happens through the income effect and the substitution effect. So let's start with the diagram then. First, as usual, your axis, income on this side, work or labor supply on this side, work going from right to left, and leisure from left to right, like that. To start off, you draw the budget line just to see where you're going to start. Get your tangency point for this E1, I1 from E1. And we asked a personal income tax specifically. In this case, a personal income tax gets levied, and we want to see what is the immediate effect on work effort or then labor supply. In this case, it pivots to the inside, the budget line. So let's say from A, B to A, F, because remember your income is now reducing because of the personal income tax. E2, I2. So immediately what we asked was through the income effect and the substitution effect. To get the income effect, draw a line parallel, and there get another tangency point there, E3. So in this case, let me just make it clear, it's a tangent point supposed to be, and it should be parallel to that line. This is the income effect, because in case of change in income, there's a parallel shift. It doesn't just pivot. Okay, in this case, there's a change from there to there. You can see immediately what this person is trying to do is to try and work harder, because there's now a tax levied on this person. His income gets reduced. So this person thinks if he's going to work harder, he's going to earn more and make up for that tax. But at the same time, it's a progressive tax. So the more you earn, the more you pay. So in this case also, what happens is the substitution effect. And the substitution effect is only from E1 to E3 there. So this is the income effect. There's a reduction in work increase in work effort, but the substitution effect, at some point, this person realizes, but is working harder, he's earning more, but he's paying more tax also. So he is now substituting between leisure and work, okay, because the opportunity cost of leisure becomes cheaper. So this person is going to relax more, maybe a general practitioner, that decide he's rather going to play golf than spend the time in his practice and work harder. Okay, so there's two effects of a personal income tax, an income effect and a substitution effect. With the income effect, there's an increase in the work effort from E1 to E2, but at the same time, there's a substitution effect also. In this case, the substitution effect is then from E1 to E3, and you'll see more leisure but less work is being done. Less work because it gets reduced now. There's a movement from that point to that point. I know it's a lot to take in at this stage, but if you try and keep with me, I'll divide it into steps again. We actually asked you to divide it into 3 steps again. Let me just show you. Maybe the first step will be drawing the budget line, 1. The second step will be the pivot because of the personal income tax. And to see the effects of this, draw a line parallel to this budget line to see the effect of the personal income tax. In this case, there's an income effect, but also a substitution effect. In the case of the income effect, obviously this person is going to try and work harder to make up for the first impact of the personal income tax, but at one stage or another, he is going to realize it rather relax more. And in other words, substitute between leisure and work. And this person is going to have then a substitution effect also. Now, with the next clip, we're going to take a look. We're going to continue with taxation. You'll see that in terms of this one, I think is in chapter in one of your later chapters, the chapter on income taxation in your textbook. If you've got public economics, you can take a look at the specific chapter on income taxation and the different effects of a personal income tax. In the next session, we're going to look more at the tax burden as such. And you'll remember with the previous clip, we looked at Social Security specifically. So I hope you understand it. If you don't understand, come back to us online, email us, and ask us some questions. Okay, my email address then is robins, ROBINZ, @unisa.ac.za. Thank you.